Can you hear me? Testing 1 2 3 1 2 3. Well, sorry for the technical difficulties if we were having some. Let us know in the comments if you can hear the audio. Well, 2 down now for Ty Wilson here in this opening inning. Alex Surface now batting, playing in left field for the Piles tonight. And first pitch outside for ball 1. So strike call there into Alex Surface. We're working diligently trying to get this audio working. Just keep us updated in the comments if you can or cannot hear us. Sorry for that, folks. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Surface here with 2 outs. A strikeout and a ground out for the Piles here in this opening inning, game 1 of this divisional series. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and that one just a bit low and inside. It'll be ball 3 in the second full count in this opening half inning for the Pios. So Wilson striking out Eric Smelko on a full count, then Caden McGee with a ground out to Gage Zinnes at second base. His first action at second all year. Now 3-2 the Surface, and this one fouled off and will stay at a full count.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
So 3-2 still. Surface batting .300 this season. 22 walks, 33 strikeouts. Full count from Wilson. Fastball down low. That'll be a 2-out walk for Surface. And the Western Nebraska batters here showing some patience early on in this ball game. Already woken Ty Wilson to a full count twice. First batter struck out with a ladder. Gets on base for JT Walden now DHing. Walden leading this team with 49 runs batted in, a .312 batting average, freshman Gonzaga University from Sacramento, California. So lefty first lefty here with 2 outs. First pitch fastball down the middle for strike 1. Walden 5 for 14 against the Sasquatch this season. 14 at bats again and 1 run, pair of doubles. 0-1 drops in. Breaking ball for strike 2. .79 degrees and sunny. 10 miles per hour wind right now. Blowing out of this ballpark. Beautiful evening for baseball here in Spearfish, South Dakota. 0-2. Walden doesn't chase on the breaking ball, so 1-2. First 2 batters retired, but Alex Surface gets on base with a walk. So 2 outs, 1 on here. 1-2 pitch on the way to Walden, swing and a miss, and that ends the opening half of Game 1 in this divisional playoff series. A pair of strikeouts for Ty Wilson. Bottom half coming up. Spearfish Sasquatch, the Western Nebraska Pioneers. Playoff baseball on the Sasquatch Network.
In health, we keep going so you can keep going. With advanced orthopedic care, technology, innovations, and treatment. So keep exploring, keep making memories, keep going with Monument Health as your partner.
Here at All Balance Bookkeeping, we have over 30 plus years of bookkeeping experience. We can take care of any office tasks, large or small, so you can focus on running your business. All Balance Bookkeeping, where everyone counts.
Welcome back to Game 1 of the Clark Divisional Playoff Series. The Spearfish Sasquatch taking on the Western Nebraska Pioneers. And on the mound for the Pios, it might be the best pitcher in this Expedition League. Going to probably win Pitcher of the Year award, and that's Carson Ohl. And let me tell you why. 10 starts this year, 10 appearances, 60 innings pitched. The lowest ERA in the league, 2.07. Has just walked 5 batters all year, 54 strikeouts on the season, 8-1 record on the bump. And he's getting the call to the mound for this playoff game. First time pitching against the Sasquatch this year. And facing off against Ohl will be Ryan Bachman, leading off for the Sasquatch here tonight. Ryan Bachman joined the Sasquatch team as just a temporary player, signed a 10-day contract. But with a lot of roster fluctuation and Bachman's performance in that first week, Coach Mona signed him to a full season contract, and he has thrived this year, batting .281, 46 walks on the season. And first pitch fouled off from Carson Ohl. Bachman playing at third base today. 1 for 12 against the Pios back in that series late June. 2 runs, pair of walks, 6 strikeouts. Now the 0-1. And Bachman takes strike 2. That first matchup between the Sasquatch and the Pios. Spearfish only scored 1 run in that ball game. Didn't face Carson Ohl in those 3 games. As Bachman fouls off the 0-2 pitch. They did face Luke Short. He went 6 innings in that contest. Only 5 hits, just 1 run. Caden McGee and Brandon Haston combined for the final 3 outings. Spearfish just 5 hits in that ball game, only 1 run. It's now the 0-2 to Bachman, and Ohl trying to get him to chase a breaking ball. He stays away, so 1-2. Gage Dennis behind him in the 2-0. Johnny McHenry batting third, and Hayden Driggs batting cleanup. Just 5 positional guys left on this Sasquatch roster. 1-2 the Bachman, and he goes down looking. Opening strikeout for Carson Ohl. We may see a lot of strikeouts here tonight from both these teams, especially with Ty Wilson and Carson Ohl on the mound tonight. Now that brings up Gage Ninnis, leading this team with a .384 batting average, 20 games played, 28 hits. First pitch fouled off. This one out of play, and it'll be strike 1. So Gage Dennis from Northern Oklahoma College in Enid, JUCO school, transferring to McPherson this next year, where Coach Andrew Pratt, one of the assistant coaches at McPherson, as Dennis lines an 0-1 pitch foul, 0-2. Pratt was, of course, an assistant coach here on the Sasquatch roster, not with the team anymore. Him and Jeremiah Johnson heading back home today. So just Ryan Cantrell, along with head coach Jared Molna, on this day. Now 0-2 the Ninnis. And just pops that one off behind home plate foul. So we'll stay at 0-2. But the redshirt freshman from Newcastle High School having a great season. 7 doubles and a triple. Now the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Mazzaferro over the first base. Not in time. A 2-out single for Gage Dennis. And he extends his hit streak to 21 games.
Coming to the plate now, playing shortstop. Here's number 17, Johnny McHenry.
A 1-out single for Gage Dennis, excuse me. Now Johnny McHenry at the plate. McHenry batting .308 this season, the all-star infielder. First pitch, pop up into right center. Here comes Jonathan Ponder and makes the play for out number 2.
Next up for the Sasquatch, playing catcher tonight.
So now 2 down for Carcinal. And that brings up Hayden Driggs. Freshman from Madera, California, plays at St. Mary's College. Teammates with Eric Smelko this past year for the Gales. Catching the night for the Sasquatch. The only catcher left on the Sasquatch roster. They had 3, but now down to just 1. First pitch to Driggs. That drops down low for ball 1. Driggs batting .270 this season. Has caught 5 out of the last 6 games, now 6 out of the last 7. Chandler Eibach came back for the final game up in Grand Forks against the Whiskey Jacks. As pickoff attempt over the first, not in time. Eibach from West Fargo, so not a far drive up the Grand Forks. Came in, helped the team out, got a hit in his first at bat. And that crucial victory for the Sasquatch, 9-2 over the Whiskey Jacks, clinched that playoff spot. And Driggs pops up the first pitch to him. So 1-1 now. Menendez on first base. Has a hit in every single game he's played so far this summer. As all checks over. 1-1 count. Fastball off the hands, ball 2. Ten starts this year for Carson Knoll. Outside of his first outing, only went 3 1/3 against the Horseheads. He's gone at least 5. And now 3 1 here to Hayden Driggs. Pair of fastballs that miss high. In his last 4 outings, he's gone at least 6 innings and hasn't given up more than 1 earned run. 3-1 count. Driggs takes ball 4 in just the 6th walk of the year for Carson Knoll. And that puts runners on first and second for the Sasquatch, bringing up Michael Dorr. So now runner in scoring position here, bringing up Michael Dorr. Playing in center field tonight for the Sasquatch. Just 3 hits so far and 21 at-bats. First pitch, he fouls that one off behind home plate. But coming off arguably his best game on Saturday. Finished 2 for 5. but had a double and a single. His first multi-hit game this year. Trying to get back into a rhythm here. Dealing with a handful of injuries this past season at Zaragoza JUCO. 0-1 in the dirt. Ninnis heading towards third. The catcher cannot find it. No throw from Jake English. Drake stays at first. And that moves Gage Ninnis 90 feet away from home plate. Dorr looking for his first RBI of the season. Has runners on the corners. 1-1 count. This one popped up towards third base, but turns away out of play. So 1-2. Strikeout looking to open up this game for Carson Hall. Then a single from Gage Ninnis up the middle. And then Hayden Driggs walking with 2 outs. 1-2 count. Old fires away. And good take from Michael Dorr. Breaking ball a bit low. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2-2. Dorr, ground ball up the middle. Rutz can't get to it. Ninnis will score an RBI single for Michael Dorr, and the Sasquatch take the lead. Just his 4th hit of the season, but Michael Dorr comes through against Carson Hall, and Spearfish out to a 1-0 lead. His first RBI of the season. And now here comes Zachary Creeth to the plate. Creeth, of course, second in the league in saves. First pitch, he fouls that one off. But with the Sasquatch short on hitters, Creeth into the lineup batting in this 6-hole spot. Does have 3 doubles this year. Couple RBIs. 0-1. Pops that one up in the shallow left field. Mazzaferro calling for it and makes the play in foul ball territory of route number 3, but the Sasquatch lead 1-0. Michael Dorr, a 2-out single. That scores Gage Ninnis. The Squatch are rolling. One nothing lead for the Sasquatch here as we head into the 2nd inning Black Hills Energy Stadium. First pitch, strike. Spike to the dirt from Ty Wilson. Jake English leading off for the Pios here. 2-out walk for Alex Surface, but a pair of strikeouts. And now English, Tyler Davis, and Jonathan Ponder do up for the Pios here in this second inning. Wilson 2-0. English from the University of Kansas. He takes strike one now. Of course, head coach Garcia on this Pios team, on the Kansas Jayhawk coaching staff. So a few Jayhawk players on this Pios team. Now the 2-1, the English make it 2-2. So 2-2, pair of strikeouts so far for Wilson. Fires away, fastball down low, ball 3, full count. Third time the Pios have taken Wilson to a full count.
3 balls and 2 strikes.
3-2, and fouled off by English. English catching the night for the Pios. Batting .312 this season, freshman from Olaf, Kansas. 39 hits this year. 1 for 7 against the Sasquatch. 3-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Strikeout number 3 for Ty Wilson.
Next up for the Pioneers will be catcher Jake English.
So 1 down, and now Tyler Davis, the first baseman, at the plate. And a breaking ball a bit outside for ball 1. 4 outs so far for Ty Wilson, 3 of those strikeouts, 2 swinging, 1 looking. And now Tyler Davis, freshman from Fresno, California, was at Fresno State. Shows bunt, pulls back, that'll be strike 1. Batting .272 this season. 1 for 9 against the Sasquatch. 4 strikeouts, 1 walk, and an RBI and a run. Fouls off the 1-1, 1-2. Second inning for Ty Wilson here from Montana State in Billings. Head coach Jeremano, of course, on that coaching staff for the Yellow Jackets. 1-2. Chopper towards McHenry at shortstop. Backs up to throw the first base in time for out number 2.
2 outs, celebrate Tyler
McHenry,
Davis.
of course, played second at Saracosa. Came to the Sasquatch. Had to play third base because Cade Stuff was already at second. His infield kind of jammed up, so McHenry, who usually played second, even shortstop, had to play third. And naturally became an all-star third baseman. Now it's shortstop here. He's only played there a few times this season. So we'll see how McHenry adjusts. Bachman at third and then Nennis at second. 2 down here, Jonathan Ponder, the right fielder. Kind of a check swing, but fouls that one off. Ponder batting .185 this year. From Lawrenceville, Georgia, just outside Atlanta. Batting .185 this season. 3 home runs, a pair of doubles, and a triple. Now 0-2. Ponder 0 for 3 against the Sasquatch this season. Played in that opening game back on June 25th against them. 1 strikeout. Didn't play in games 2 and 3. Now starting here in the 7th hole. 0-2, and Ponder fouls that one off high behind home plate. This one drops down out of play. Kellen Rutt's on deck for the Piles, but 2 outs and an 0-2 count for Jonathan Ponder. Leads this team with 49 strikeouts. 0-2 the Wilson. Maybe ball 1. Wilson joined by his college teammates Hunter Runyon and formerly Will Riley. Team here joined the team second half. 1-2 Ponder check swing. Did he go? Yes, sir. 1-2-3 inning for a tie. Wilson bottom half coming up. The Sasquatch in front 1-0. Bottom of the second here at Black Hills Energy Stadium. Sasquatch in front 1-0. Now the bottom third of this lineup, Jack Van Doren, Ty Volmar, and Hayden Sulte due up. First pitch strike from Ole. Yes, you're not having a stroke. Van Doren, Volmar, and Sulte all hitting here tonight for the Sasquatch. Van Doren, 6'4" lefty, bats righty, takes ball 1. Now the 1-1. And Van Doren stays away, ball 2. Van Doren hasn't swung a bat since high school in a game, he said. And there's one up the middle. Ruts over the first base in time for out number 1. Good contact there for Van Doren. And now the man, Ty Volmar, big country at the plate. Moment everyone has been waiting for this season. The knuckleball thrower at the plate. Historic moment in history. He takes ball 1. Volmar actually took some at-bats in Wyoming this summer. 1-0. Pops that one up high to the infield. Mazzavero calling for it at short, and 2 down. So a tough start for Carson Ole in that first inning. Pair of hits, a walk. Definitely went longer than he wanted to, but the key for Ole here in this ball game for sure is just getting through the bottom half of this lineup quickly. And 1, 2, 3 innings are needed. Coach Garcia hoping to get the most out of his ace. And now Hayden Sulte. First pitch, big swing for strike 1. Sulte playing in left field. Did get some time at the plate in that series against Pierre. Started that second game against the Trappers. Went 0 for 3 with a walk. Lines one to center field. That's going to be a base hit for Hayden Sulte. His first hit in the Sasquatch uniform. And that puts a base runner on with 2 outs. And now here comes the top of the order for the second time through, Ryan Bachman at the plate. Bachman struck out looking to all his first at bat. Now facing him here a second time. Batting .281 this season. First pitch drops in for strike one. Leads his team in walks, also in strikeouts. And now today, by playing in this game, that's a Sasquatch franchise record for most games played out of a player. Ryan Bachman right here, folks. 0-1 line on the third base line. That just is foul. It'll be 0-2 now. So a two-out single from Hayden Silty. Spearfish 1 run in that first inning off 2 hits and a walk. That run being scored with 2 outs. Can Ryan Bachman do it again? 0-2 count, 2 outs. Silty on first base. Ball delivers. And Bachman stays away. That'll be ball 1. Four ribbies this season for Ryan Bachman. Plays at Minnesota State University in Mankato. Of course, has great support here in Spearfish because he's from Rapid City, about 45 minutes away. 0-2, ground ball. Diving for it, the second baseman over the first in time. What a play by Kellen Rutz to end the second inning. And that takes us to the third. 1-0, the Sasquatch in front.
This young lady's been with us all summer long. She's a California girl.
What a play. Someone give Silty the home run sign. Third inning here in Spearfish, South Dakota. Sun starting to set over the Black Hills. Leading off is Kellen Rutz, fresh off that incredible diving stop at second base. Saving a base hit from Ryan Bachman. Take strike 1 from Ty Wilson. Now ball 1.
We got 1 strike. We need 2 more.
1, 2, 3 inning the second for Ty Wilson. Now facing Rutz, a .262 hitter this year. Reaches for 1, spins around, strike 2. Rutz from Kennewick, Washington, plays at Yakima Valley JUCO College. Yakima Valley has a lot of players in this league. Owen Bischoff, Danny Burns, Peyton Childers, just to name a few. Breaking ball drops in. $16 RBI this year, 17 walks, 28 strikeouts, 8 stolen bases this year. He's 1 for 6 against the Sasquatch. 2-2 count. Wilson gets him swinging out of his shoes. Strikeout number 5. Game high this season for Ty Wilson is 6 Ks. He's 1 away from tying that here in the 3rd. And now he'll face off against the 9-hole hitter Jared Mazavero from San Jose, California. Plays at Olam JUCO College in Fremont, Cali. He takes strike 1. Mazavero at shortstop for the Piles here tonight. Batting in this 9-hole spot, leading the team in batting average, .354 BA on the year. Takes ball 1. Against the Sasquatch, just 2 for 8. Did have a double. Walk, 2 strikeouts. 1-1 count here with 1 out. Eric Smoko on deck for the Piles. Mazavero takes strike 2. Hit .276 at Olam this past year. Now the 1-2 pitch, fastball below the black for ball 2. So far just 1 base runner for the Piles. That was Alex Surface with a walk in the 1st. Wilson's retired the last 5. Make it 6. 3 straight strikeouts for Ty Wilson. He is now tied a season high 6 strikeouts. And here comes Eric Smoko. Top of the lineup for the Piles here in this 3rd inning. Smoko 0 for 1 against Wilson with a strikeout swinging. And now the California native on this sort of 2-out rally fouls off the 1st pitch. 5 for 14 against the Sasquatch this year. 380 batting average, 331 on the season. Switch hitter batting righty against the lefty Wilson. 2 outs, base is empty, 0-1 count. And Smoko sends one over the head of Gage Innes. That'll be the first hit off of Ty Wilson. The leadoff man Smoko getting on base here with 2 outs. And now Cade McGee. 2 outs, runner on first. McGee, a freshman, Gonzaga University, this coming year from Tucson, Arizona, 2-way player. Batting .308, but has a 2.36 ERA. First pitch fouled off. Not sure what's more impressive at ERA or his batting average, or leads the team also with 44 walks. Grounded out to Ninnis at second base in his first at-bat. One also fouled off, coming off the light pole, back in the play. He nearly connects with the home plate umpire, doesn't even budge, 0-2. Wilson got in trouble with a few full counts earlier in this game, but seems to have settled down here. 0-2 count, 2 outs. Smoko on first base. And McGee sends one in the center field. Michael Dorr backing up, and that does it here in the top half of the 3rd. Eric Smoko, the first hit for the Pios. Well, that's it. Only 4 batters faced, 6 strikeouts for Wilson on the bump. We'll be right back. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. Jacinda's leading off with the Sasquatch here, bottom of the third. Spearfish leading by 1 in this first playoff game. Franchise history. The Piles been in the postseason a few times in their franchise so far. Won the championship 2018, runners up in 2019. Didn't make it last year in that COVID-shortened season. But back here again, 2021, 3 out of 4 years isn't too bad. First pitch to Ennis fouled off, who extended his hitting streak in the first inning. Ground ball to the third baseman, McGee. Slow roller over the first base, though, in time for out number 1. 3 hits off of all here so far tonight. Piles with their first hit coming in the top half of this inning, but still no runs on the board yet. And here comes Johnny McHenry to the plate. Flied out to right field in the first inning. First pitch, huge swing for strike 1. All facing this lineup the second time through. First time gave up 3 hits and a run. McHenry again sends one in the right field. Going back is Ponder to the wall. This ball is off the wall. McHenry falls down around second base. Able to get back to the bag safely. Mazzavero, the cutoff man, wasn't near second base, so McHenry safe there after falling into the dirt. Was gunning for third, but it's a 1-out double for Johnny Rocket. That's his 16th double of the season. And the 10th double Carson Ole's given up this year. 1 on, runner in scoring position, Hayden Driggs. Walked against Ole in the first inning. Takes the first pitch strike. Ole hasn't given up more than an earned run since July 7th. 4 starts ago, that was against the Trappers. Gave up just 3 in that one. That's the most of the season.
Don't forget, fans, $1 off all the beer right now for the rest of this inning.
But so far, 4 hits
Save a buck on your beer.
against him. With 1 run so far. Can Driggs make it 2? 4-hole hitter Michael Dorr on deck had that RBI single in the first. 0-1 in the dirt. McHenry going to third. The throw from English, not in time. And that moves Johnny McHenry to third base with just 1 out. And now Driggs can bring him home. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Driggs over the head of the second baseman. That's going to be an RBI single. Here comes Johnny McHenry, 2-0 Sasquatch lead. And the Sasquatch with 4 pitchers in their batting lineup, leading by 2. Hayden Driggs, a walk and a single. And now Michael Dorr at the plate. Still only 1 out in this inning. Dorr 1 for 1. First pitch. Dorr brought to his knees for strike 1. Sasquatch lead the league. 581 runs this year. 2 runs here quickly. Second in batting average, 313, only behind the Sabre Dogs. Dorr swings at a ball in the dirt, now 0-2. So a 2-out double for McHenry. Was going for third base before he tripped on the bag, but scored anyway off Hayden Driggs' single. 0-2, door in the center field. Smoko coming up, makes the play for out number 2. And now Zachary Creeth at the plate.
2 outs with a runner on first base. Here comes the first baseman. Here's Zach Creeth.
So Creeth popped up the foul ball territory to end that first inning. Came in today's game batting .400. Went 0 for 3 on Friday against the Whiskey Jacks. Has 3 doubles this year. Only a handful of ABs. Takes a big hack. Fastball up top for strike 1. His first at-bat came this past week against the Trappers. Pinch hit for Cade Stuff in the 7th inning and pulled off a bunt squeeze. Ground ball to first base, connects with Hayden Driggs, and that will be an out. Would have been a base hit for Zachary Creeth. Instead, that's going to end the 3rd inning. Spearfish gets 1 run across. They lead 2-0 as we head to the 4th.
Dustin paid for it, so.
Top of the 4th here at Black Hills Energy Stadium. Sasquatch add another run in the bottom of the 3rd. Could have been more. But Zachary Creeth single connecting with Hayden Driggs, the base runner at first. So that's officially scored as a fielder's choice. The put-out's given to the nearest defender, and that ends the inning. First pitch from Ty Wilson into Alex Surface for ball 1. Surface walked against Wilson in that first inning. Just 1 of 2 base runners against Wilson so far. 6 strikeouts through 3 innings. And now 1-1. Wilson's longest outing this year, 4 2/3. Last start against the Trappers. Through 3 innings here. Big swing from Surface for strike 2. So keep an eye on Wilson's pitch count. He already got Sebastian Munoz warming up in the Sasquatch bullpen. So we'll see how long Coach Mono will keep Wilson in. Of course, coming off Tommy John surgery, didn't play this past year at Billings. Surface in the right center, and that'll be a leadoff single for the Pios. Just a second hit off Ty Wilson. Good night for Alex Surface. Continues a walk and now a single in his 2 trips to the plate. And with 1 on, JT Walden now at the plate. Second time against Ty Wilson as this lineup comes around. Walden struck out looking to Wilson to end that first inning. But a runner on first here. A pitch at the head for ball one. The Sasquatch defense hasn't been tested too much. You got two pitchers in the outfield, another one at first base. Now 1-1. Van Dorn in right field. He's only played right field once his entire life, he told me pregame. He got Sulte in left. He's played left a few times tonight, or this season, excuse me. And Zachary Creeth, first time at first base. And fastball to hands, ball two. And then Ninnis at second base. He's played at second before, actually, this past week the first time. But didn't see any action. Not a ball hit to him the entire game, but second at bat of the game had a ground ball come to him and fielded it cleanly. Walden takes ball three, a 3-1 count. And now Wilson, after 3 flawless innings with just a hit and a walk, in danger of allowing the first 2 batters to get to the bases. But a foul ball there from Walden, so 3-2. One strikeout for JT Walden here tonight, batting .312 this season. Redshirt freshman at Gonzaga. Got a college rival next to him behind home plate, Hayden Driggs. He's at St. Mary's, and time is called by Walden.
Freeze! Everybody clap your hands. Come on, y'all. Check it out, y'all.
So settles back in. Leadoff single for Alex Surface. He's at first base. No outs here. Top half of the fourth. 3-2 pitch. Gonna have to wait as Wilson checks in on first base. Surface with 17 stolen bases this year. He's 17 for 20 on this season. 3-2. Ball 4 is called, and now runners on first and second.
Next up for the Pioneers, number 21, the catcher, J.T.
Part of this lineup due up this inning so far. First 2 batters on base, and now Jake English. And here comes Coach Smolnow. No call to pin yet. And there it is. Ty Wilson, his day is done after 3 innings pitched. 1 hit, 2 walks, no runs yet. We'll be right back. Sebastian Munoz coming in. Sebastian Munoz coming in for Ty Wilson here. Runners on first and second. First pitch showing bunt, but no contact, in for strike one. Three innings pitched for Ty Wilson. 2 hits, pair of walks, 6 strikeouts in his start. And now Sebastian Munoz coming in from Columbia Basin College. His 7th appearance. Here's a bunt right towards Munoz. The throw to first. Is it in time? It is. Runners will advance. Munoz dropped the ball at first, but able to recover, make a good throw over the first base. First time the Sasquatch defense is really being tested. So a sacrifice hit for Jake English, and now here comes Tyler Davis to the plate. Tying run on second base. Go ahead run at the plate. Davis kind of a half swing there, but comes around for strike one. Davis batting .272 this season. Freshman, Fresno State. 0-1 count. And Davis takes strike two. Twelve and 2/3 pitched this season so far from Munoz, to 5.68 ERA. Pitched 4 innings against the Whiskey Jacks on Friday. Gave up 5 hits, 4 runs. Strikes out Tyler Davis. And now 2 outs on the board. So Jonathan Ponder now at the plate. 2 on with 2 outs. Spearfish leading by a pair of runs. Ponder 0 for 1 tonight. Struck out to Ty Wilson to end the second. 185 batting average coming into tonight's game. Ponder takes strike one. So a leadoff single followed by a walk here in this 4th inning. Wilson comes out, but Jake English moves the runners over. But Munoz able to strike out Tyler Davis. Now time is called. Munoz with the long red hair, the lettuce. Rivals Riley Moran for the best here on the team. Won the Ponder. Check swing, didn't go. Drix finds the ball, so 1-1. RBIs this season for Jonathan Ponder. 0 for 4 against the Sasquatch this season. D1 outfielder at Georgia State. 1-1, another check swing. Infield umpire saying he did not go, so 2-1. First time the Piles have had runners in scoring position here in tonight's game. But 2 outs on the board. Munoz trying to get out of this jam. 2-1. And Ponder takes 3-1. Breaking ball below the belt inside. So 3-1 count. If Ponder gets on base, Kellen Rutz would be due up. First base empty. Ponder 20 walks this year, 50 strikeouts. 3-1 ground ball to McHenry at shortstop. Going to throw the first long throw. Is it in time? Yes! What a throw from Johnny Rocket. Pios lead 2-on. It's 2-0. Jack Van Doren leading off for the Squatch here, bottom of the fourth. Spearfish leading 2-0. Van Doren 0 for 1 against Carson Knoll here tonight. The first pitch, high fly ball in the shallow right field. Here comes Ponder and makes the play for out number 1.
Now it's the designated hitter. Here comes Ty Bowler.
5 hits off of all here tonight. 2 runs so far. Piles still have yet to score. And now big country at the plate, Ty Volmer. He popped up to the shortstop, Mazzavero, in his first AB. First pitch, chopper foul. Volmer from Dawson Community College. Him and Sebastian Munoz coming to the Sasquatch on the same day, late in the second half. 0-1, ground ball to Mazzavero. Oh, what a pick over the first base in time for out number 2, Mazzavero. And now 2 down quickly here for the Piles. And here comes Hayden Silty, 1 for 1 against Oldinite. Had a single to right center. Has a walk and a hit so far this season. And he takes ball 1 inside. And now 1-1. So Ty Wilson out of this ball game. Carson Knoll still in it. So can the Piles get to the Sasquatch's bullpen first? 2-1. Wilson taken out because of a pitch count limit. Of course, coming off Tommy John surgery. Try not to overdo it. 2-1. Big swing from Silty. 2-2. But Munoz looked pretty sharp, retiring the first 3 batters he's faced with runners on first and second. Now 2-2 from Ole, and Silty goes down looking. 1-2-3 inning for Carson Knoll. Inning number 5 coming up this Squatch to lead 2-0. First pitch to McHenry off the bat of Kellen Rutz. Throw over the first base in time. Johnny McHenry with a handful of plays here tonight already at shortstop. Reminds you why he's an all-star infielder. He's played 3 different spots in his infield this season. And now with one down, Jared Mazzavero, the shortstop. Oh for 1 tonight. Struck out the Ty Wilson in the 3rd inning. First time facing Sebastian Munoz. He takes ball 1. Munoz came in that 4th inning with 2 on, no outs. Retired the first 3 batters he faced to get out of that inning without any runs given up. Spearfish leading by 2 here. A good pitch drops in for strike 1, so 1-1. Mazzavero with .354 batting average coming into tonight. 46 hits, 8 doubles, and 3 triples. 1-1, big swing on a pitch inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 for 9 against the Sasquatch this season. 1 double, 3 strikeouts. Piles with just 2 hits, 2 walks for the night. One and 2. Mazzavero stays away from a fastball at the hands and away. Be ball 2. .68 ERA this season for Munoz. 12 strikeouts, 7 walks coming into this appearance. 12 2/3 pitch. Mazzavero goes down swinging. And 2 down. 8 strikeouts for the Piles so far tonight. And now Eric Smelko. Smelko 1 for 2 tonight. Had a single off Wilson in the 3rd. Struck out the first at bat. Now facing Munoz for the first time. First pitch fouled off. Smelko now the all-time hit leader for the Pioneers after this season, 80 hits. 13 extra base hits, 9 doubles, pair of triples, pair of home runs. Has one of those 2 Piles hits tonight. 0-2 now. Munoz first full inning here. 0-2 count, 2 outs. Smelko ground ball up the middle over the head of Munoz. McHenry charging in over the first base in time. 1-2-3 inning for Sebastian Munoz. Bottom of the 5th coming up. Squatch in front. Back here in the Black Hills, the Sasquatch a 2-0 lead, bottom of the 5th, and the top of the batting order. Leading off here, Ryan Bachman engaged in this, Johnny McHenry. Dennis and McHenry, the 2 runs that have scored. Third time through against Ole, and Bachman thought about it. Take strike 1 from Carson Ole. What, 1, 2, 3 in the 4th? 5 hits tonight, 2 runs, 1 walk. This playoff appearance, now 0-2. Nasty pitch dropping in. Last outing for Carson Ole went 6 innings against the Fremont Moo 6 days ago. Only gave up 4 hits, 1 run. Fremont, one of the best offenses in this league. 0-2, Bachman, a liner towards the second baseman. Kellen Rutz makes a great play, and they'll throw the first in time.
Next up for the Squatch, it'll be the second baseman, number 40, Gage.
Pile's defense with the 3rd most errors this season with 115, but so far done a great job defensively. A .948 fielding percentage, that's 10th in the league. But no errors here tonight. Mazzavero and Kellen Rutz making some great plays in the infield. Now Gage Dennis 1 for 2 of that single in his first at-bat, takes strike 1. Only 2 runs given up is pretty good in this Expedition League, especially against the best offense in the league. But Ole needs some help from his teammates. 1-1 now to Dennis. 21 games for Ennis this year, has a hit in every single one. 1-1 ground ball to McGee over the third base in time. Katie McGee makes that look easy at third. So 2 down quickly here for Carson Ole. Here comes Johnny McHenry.
He's been playing third base a lot too. You've seen him all summer long. Here's Johnny.
McHenry had that double in the 3rd inning. Able to score off Hayden Driggs' RBI single. Now back here, base is empty with 2 outs. .308 batting average this season. Top 10 in the league in at-bats, triples, runs, doubles, hits. Ground ball to third, McGee juggling, recovers over the first base in time. 1, 2, 3 inning for Carson Ole. He's retired the last 6 batters he's faced. Inning number 6, we go. The Squatch leading by 2. Sebastian Munoz on the bottom of the 6. Spearfish, top of the 6, excuse me. Spearfish leading 2-0. Facing off against Cade McGee. Third time through for this Pios lineup. Just 2 hits tonight. Pair of walks. McGee fouls off the 0-1, 0-2. McGee 0 for 2 here tonight. Had a pair of nice plays at third base the last half inning. Carson Ohl now in a rhythm, looks like. He's retired the last 8 batters. 1, 2, 3. The last 2 innings. Sebastian Munoz also went 1, 2, 3. They got that pitcher's duel. Talked about first game. McGee ground ball to left side. McHenry diving for it, but can't get to it. That's a leadoff single for Cade McGee. And now the tying run at the plate for the Pios. Second time tonight, the leadoff man has gotten on base. Alex Surface, JT Walden with a single and a walk against Ty Wilson in the 4th, but Munoz came in, sat down the next 3 guys, and the Pios left 2 stranded. Now Alex Surface, he's 1 for 1 with a walk tonight. McGee on first. First pitch, belted to left field. Silty going back to the wall at the warning track and makes the play for out number 1. That's a pitcher out in left field, folks. Hayden Silty. And now JT Walden at the plate. Walden's 0 for 1, the walk and a strikeout tonight. First time facing Munoz. On deck is Jake English. So Walden, runner on first with 1 out. 5 for 15 against the Sasquatch this year. 1 walk, 3 Ks, 2 doubles. Coach Garcia open for a double right here. Pios still scoreless through 5 1/3. 1-0 the lefty Walden. He takes ball 2. That leadoff single, the first base runner that Munoz has allowed. Pitching very well. Opponent batting average of .264 this season. As Walden rips one to left field. Silty running over and makes the grab for out number 2. And now Jake English at the plate. Runner on first, but 2 outs. English 0 for 1. Strikeout, sacrifice, sit. He was the first batter Munoz faced. Runners on first and second. And just moved them over with a bunt. But 1 ball, 0 strikes. McGee, that leadoff single, but still on first base. In the right field. Van Doren, first time being tested, makes the play for out number 3. Leadoff single, but Hayden Silty and Jack Van Doren, 3 putouts for the pitchers turn outfielders. And we're into the bottom of the 6th. The Sasquatch winning 2-0, game 1 of this 3-game playoff series. Inning number 6 for Carson on the mound. Bio still trailing 2-0. Sebastian Munoz retiring the last 3 batters after a leadoff single to Cade McGee. And now Hayden Driggs, 1-for-1 with a walk. First pitch fouled off. Driggs had that RBI single in the 3rd inning. The last run scored in this game for either teams. 3rd time facing Carson Ole. Driggs takes strike 2, so quickly 0-2. Ole starting to settle in here on the mound. 1, 2, 3 innings the past 2. He's retired the last 8 batters after giving up that RBI single to Hayden Driggs. Has Driggs down an 0-2 deficit. And a pitch up top, ball 1. So Ole, who averages about 8 strikeouts per 9 innings, tonight's only struck out 2 batters. Brian Bachman, Hayden Silty. Spearfish doing a good job of getting the bat on the ball. 1-2, and Driggs takes ball 2. Driggs, Dorr, and Creeth due up in this half inning for the Sasquatch. First playoff game in franchise history, facing off against the Piles team that is very familiar with the postseason. 1-2, check swing from Driggs. Did he go? He did not. That'll be ball 3. One walk for Carson Ole tonight. It's only walked 5 batters coming into the night. 1 pitch away from another one, but Driggs nails one down the left field line. That turns over foul. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Driggs has some pop to his bat. Don't get fooled. 8 doubles and a home run this year. Batting .270 this season. 3-2 pitch from Ole. Driggs check swing, goes down, looking, knew it. From the moment it landed in the glove of Jake English. Strikeout number 3 for Carson Ole. And all 3 of his strikeouts tonight, all with the batters looking. So 1 down, Michael Dorr now batting. Dorr 1 for 2 tonight against Ole. Takes a first pitch strike. Seems as the game goes on, Ole gets better and better at Grand Canyon University D1 program. Pitch outside for ball 1. Didn't play this past year at Grand Canyon. Was first team all conference, all county, all league in high school. Dorr pops up the 1-1, 1-2. Was a 4-year varsity player at Grace Brethren High School, Semi-Valley, California. 12-8 record in high school, 2.12 ERA. 1-2 pitch to Dorr, ground ball to first. That hops fair, great grab by Tyler Davis on the bag for out number 2. And now quickly 2 down here. 9 batters retired in a row for Carson Ole, and here comes Zachary Creeth. And that 9 batters with an asterisk, because Zachary Creeth hit a ground ball to the right side that would have been a base hit, but it hit Hayden Driggs. So interference is called, of course, rolled as a fielder's choice. Automatic out. And that ended that 3rd inning. Creeth goes opposite, foul ball. So 1-1 count here for Zachary Creeth. Very high chance we see him pitch in this game. 1-1 in the shallow right center. Running up is Smelko, but Ponder comes charging in for out number 3. Carson Ole, 3 straight 1, 2, 3 innings. We head to the 7th. It's a 2-0 ball game here in the Fish. So you thought it was weird earlier, and let's get a little bit weirder. We got Jack Van Dorn on the mound. Now what makes it weird is that Hayden Stilte goes from left to right. That moves Zachary Creeth from first to left, and Ty Vollmer at first base. Van Dorn facing Tyler Davis. Now first pitch strike in. Oh, and the Sasquatch are winning 2-0. 0-1 to Davis. In the center field, Michael Dorr moving over. And one down. So Van Dorn retires the first batter that he faced. And now Jonathan Ponder 0 for 2 at the plate. Van Dorn making his 23rd appearance this season on the mound. Been a phenomenal bullpen pitcher for the Sasquatch team, a 3.85 ERA, 42 innings pitched, a 5-0 record with 1 save. His last 3 outings, 0 hits, 0 runs, 8 strikeouts, 3 walks. Ponder takes ball 1. Ponder 0 for 2, a strikeout and a ground ball to McHenry at short. Another 1-0. Ponder checks, swing, but he takes strike 1. Good off-speed pitch there from Van Dorn, the 6'4" sidearm throwing lefty. 0 for 2 at the plate today. Ground out and a fly out. Now on the bump, 1-1, 1-2. 2-0 lead for the Sasquatch here, first game of the postseason. Got the Saber Dogs facing off against the Big Sticks. Game 1. And Dickinson. Ponder goes down, swinging. First strikeout for Van Dorn. That's the 9th batter that's been struck out by the Sasquatch. Meanwhile, over at Dakota Community Bank and Trust Ballpark, it's a 13-1 ball game. The Saber Dogs in front. That game's already in the bottom of the 7th. Somehow started 30 minutes after we did, but ahead of us. 15 hits for the Saber Dogs, 13 runs. That game has gotten ugly pretty quick. Oh, 1. Fouled off by Rutz. 0-2. Saber Dogs are going to be a scary team to face. Took 2 out of 3 against the Sasquatch back here in the Fish before Spearfish ended that season on a 6-game road trip. 0-2, 2 outs. Van Dorn deals. And Rutz stays away. Ball outside at the belt. Ball 1. One and 2. Oh, Driggs thought it was strike number 3. So 2-2. The Rutz 0 for 2 tonight. Strikeout, ground ball to McHenry. Piles trailing 2-0. Top of the 7th. 2-2 from Van Dorn. Rutz goes down, swinging. 7th inning stretch coming up, and the Sasquatch leading 2-0. Jack Van Dorn going to try and do his best Jacob deGrom impression. Went 1, 2, 3 in the top half of this inning. Now batting. Carson Ohl straight up dealing here, folks. 2 runs allowed, 5 hits, but no base runners in the last 3 innings. Van Dorn a ground ball to third. McGee over the first, got him. 12 straight retired for Carson Ohl. And now Big Country Ty Vollmer at the plate. Vollmer over to the night. Popped up in the infield, then hit a ground ball to Mazzavero for a 6-3. First pitch strike. And now Zachary Creeth warming up for the Sasquatch. Meanwhile, in the Piles bullpen, it's been pretty quiet. The Vollmer ground ball is second. Rutz over the first. 2 down. So quickly 2 down here. Carson Ohl in a groove, showing you why he has that 2.09 ERA. And now with 2 down, Hayden Sulte at the plate. 1 for 2 against Ohl, another first pitch strike. All just a .970 whip this year. 8 strikeouts per 9 innings. Less than a walk per 9. It's a crazy stat. 1 and 2, good take. I'm sorry, 2 and 1, good take from Sulte. An 8-1 record. That's second most behind Connor Phelan with the Tommyknockers with 9. 2-1. Sulte takes strike 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Base is empty. The pitch from Ohl. Sulte ground ball to second. Rutz has it over the first. Guess what? Another 1, 2, 3 inning for Carson Ohl. Sasquatch without a base runner since the third, but they lead by 2. 12 outs left to go. The Squatch in front, 2-0. Well, top of the 8th inning here at Black Hills Energy Stadium. Spearfish leading 2-0. Jack Van Dorn on the mound, facing off against Jared Mazzavero, and then shortly the top of the Piles batting order. Be their 4th time through, but so far just 3 hits as Mazzavero sends one to short center. Dorr calling for it, but Ninnis makes the play. And 1 down. So we talked about how Carson Knoll on the mound. Hasn't given up a base runner since the 3rd inning, but the Sasquatch just one hit since the 5th inning. That was a leadoff single from Cade McGee. Now 7 straight batters retired. Eric Smoko, he's got one of the 3 hits for Western Nebraska. Can he start a 1-out rally here? Piles just trailing by 2 runs. First pitch strike from Van Dorn. So Fulmer at first base, then is at second. Bachman at third, McHenry at short, Creeth in left, Dorn center, Sulte in right with Hayden Driggs behind home plate. First base umpire said Smoko goes around 0-2. 10 strikeouts for the Pios here tonight against the Sasquatch pitchers. Oh, 0-2, and Smoko, good take, ball 1. First time facing Van Dorn this year. Smoko 6 for 16 against the Sasquatch this season. 1-2. And Smoko stays alive, fouls that one off behind home plate, so we'll stay at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Silver Dogs now lead 15-1 over the Big Six, top of the 8th inning. Best of 3 series for these divisional series, of course. Game 2 tomorrow night at Western Nebraska. Smoko, good take, 2-2. Just 2 walks, 3 hits for the Pios tonight. Cade McGee on deck, he has one of those hits, and then Alex Surface in the hole also one. So most of the base running action coming from the top 3 guys in this lineup as Smoko sends one, a high fly ball in the left field. Zachary Creef trying to find it, and the lights can't find it. That ball drops. Smoko around second, going the third, the throw in time. The ball lost in the lights, but Zachary Creeth able to find it in time, throws out Smoko on the base pass, and now 2 down. Would have been a double for Eric Smoko with Cade McGee on deck. Tries to go for 3, but thrown out from Zachary Creeth, who lost the ball in the lights. First time playing left field this year, but able to make up for it. Now 2 down. And Ryan Bachman now, arm might be bleeding, gonna head to the dugout. Playing at third base tonight. He heads back into the dugout to seek out the medical trainer. So Eric Smoko with 1 out. It's a fly ball to left field. Zachary Creeth playing in left field tonight. First time in the outfield this year. Can't find the ball. The ball drops. Smoko tries to go for 3, but Creeth, one of the better pitchers in this league. Just a routine throw from left to third base, beats out Smoko. And instead of the tying run at the plate with a runner on second, base is empty, 2 outs. And Bachman comes back out. Got to shout out the boys in the chat. Sasquatch representing well here on our live stream. Coach Andrew Pratt, Supreme Leader Pratt, as his Sasquatch players call him. Joe Cacciatore, we miss you, Joe. Theo Hardy. Even got Juan Malera. Wow. Juan, hope you're enjoying Tokyo. And now Cade McKee. 2 outs, base is empty for the Pios. And he takes strike 1 from Van Dorn. Piles running out of outs here. A 2-0 lead for the Sasquatch. 0-1 count. And now 1-1 to McGee. 1 for 3 tonight. Had a single in the 6th stop. Sebastian Munoz. A 4-3 in the 1st and flied out the center field in the 3rd. McGee rips one on the left field line. That ball is foul. 1-2. Two-way player for the Piles this year. Team high 6 saves. And now trying to save this team at the plate. Piles gonna need a 2-out rally here in the top of the 8th, trailing by 2. Van Dorn steps off. Van Dorn had a shaky start this season. Gave up 3 runs in his first outing, but since then has been raw on the mound. 1-1, McGee pops one up high into shallow left field. Creeps can't find it again. McHenry going back, making the play for out number 3. Well, a 1-out double from Eric Smoko, but was thrown out from Zachary Creep trying to take third base. Piles had an opportunity, but head to the bottom of the 8th, trailing by 2. 6 outs left to go for the Sasquatch. Can they pull off the first playoff victory franchise this year? We'll be right back. Carson Knoll trying to go 8 innings for the 2nd time this season. As Piles won that game 12-5. All gave up just 2 runs, 105 hits, 8 strikeouts. Oh, I'm sorry, 1 strikeout, 2 walks. But here on the 8th, different story. Sasquatch leading by 2. The top of the order due up here in this inning. Bachman late swing for strike 1. 4th time through. Trying to add a few more insurance runs. Carson Knoll hasn't a lot of base runner, however, since the 3rd inning. 1, 2, 3 innings for the last 4. Bachman 0 for 3 against him here tonight. All 3 outs, or 2 of those outs, ground balls to the second baseman. Kellen Ruck struck out looking in the 1st. Takes ball 1 there, so 1-1 for Bachman. Hasn't seen too much action in the hot corner here tonight. Sends a 1-1 foul behind home plate. 1-2. Game 2 tomorrow night, 6:35 first pitch. Gearing, Nebraska. First time the Sasquatch will be traveling to the Pios home stadium this year. Only faced them 3 times this season, all 3 games here. Took 2 out of 3 after losing the first game 3-1. 1-2, Bachman rips one to the left side. That gets through. Ryan Bachman leads off the 8th inning with his first hit. And now Gage and Innes at the plate. Just reminding you, from that first series back in late June, the Sasquatch have lost Ben Parker, Seth Surratt, Charles McAdoo, Nicky Winterstein, Chandler Ibach, Matt Crossley, Joe Cacciatore, Theo Hardy, Jacob Sanchez, as then his first pitch fouled up towards the first baseman. And making the play, Tyler Davis falling back but gets it done. And now 1 down.
Next up for the Squatch, all the way from Sparks, Nevada, here comes Johnny McHenry.
Either way, Sasquatch missing a whole lot of offensive players. A shell of themselves, really, when you look at it, but somehow, some way, find themselves leading by 2. Bachman on first, as Johnny McHenry at the plate. He's 1 for 3 tonight. All back over the first. Either team has yet to try and steal a base here tonight. Of course, not that many base runners. Spearfish with just 7 base runners, 6 of those coming in the first 3 innings. Piles with 6 themselves. McHenry checks swing. Did he go? First base umpire saying he did. Infield umpire, really. Had that 1-out double in the 3rd inning. Able to score off Hayden Driggs' RBI single, put the Sasquatch up 2-0. Ever since, in a bunch of zeros. He takes ball 1. McHenry leading this team in plate appearances with 270. His 54th game this season. 225 at-bats. 1-1, and McHenry watches strike 2 come in from Carcinol. Hayden Driggs on deck. Michael Dorr in the hole here with 1 out. Runner on first. 859 OPS this season for McHenry. Switch hitter, batting lefty against the righty Carcinol. Checking over in at first base. Now throws back over there. Bachman gets back in time. Bach 10 for 13 this year when stealing. Has been picked off at first base once this year. All checks in. Now settles in on McHenry. 1-2 pitch. And this one sent to center field. A high fly ball. Smilko underneath it. 2 down. And now Hayden Driggs with 2 outs, a run on first.
Give me something, Pratt. What you got? And he just goes, we're scrappy.
Driggs 1 for 2. Strikeout looking Duel in the 6th, but a walk and an RBI single against him. As Ole fires back over the first. No Sasquatch player has multiple hits against Ole, and only one player has been on base twice against them. That's this man right here, Hayden Driggs, that walk in a single, and that's it so far. Ball 1 in the dirt. So due up for the Piles in the top of the ninth. It's going to be the heart of their lineup. Alex Surface, JT Walden, and Jake English. Surface a single and a walk. Walden with a walk. English 0 for 2 with a sacrifice hit. 1-0 the Driggs, and this is fouled off on the left field line. 1-1. Third playoff berth for the Piles since this league started in 2018. The Sasquatch joined in 2019. Didn't make the playoffs, didn't play in last year's COVID year. Second year in this league. First year with Eric Schmidt as the sole owner, or primary owner rather. And of course, new head coach Jared Molna took the job after the originally hired coach DJ Engel was hired by the Minnesota Twins organization. He's down in the Dominican Republic coaching. So Molna came in with about a month ago, less than a month really. And not only has thrived, but that's the Sasquatch leading by 2 in their first playoff game in franchise history here in this Expedition League. 44 wins this season, the second best record overall. And tonight doing it with 4 pitchers in the lineup. 2-1 count here, the Driggs. It swung on and missed. Strike 2. Three strikeouts tonight for Carson Ohl. Just 1 walk. 6 hits. And 2 runs. Bachman on first with 2 outs. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the pitch from Ohl. Driggs reaches, comes up empty. Carson Ohl, strikeout number 4. What a performance for Carson Ohl on the mound with the Sasquatch leading by 2. 3 outs left to go. Can the Sasquatch get it done? We'll be right back. Top of the 9th inning, the Sasquatch leading 2-0. Zachary Creeth on the mound. 26 appearances this year, 12 saves, 2.41 ERA. Coming in to face Alex Surface, JT Walden, Jake English. Surface a walk and a single. His first 2 plate appearances. He's 1 for 2 in the night. A 1 for 2 against Creeth this season with a walk. Fulmer at first base. Ninnison right. First pitch on the way to Smolko, in for strike one. And Jack Van Dorn in left field. Neither team with any errors tonight. 0-1 count. And fastball to hands, ball one. One ball, one strike. Doesn't chase the slider, so 2-1 now. Creeth has pitched twice against the Pioneers this year. His first time just came out for the last out. Second time pitched 3 innings, gave up 2 runs, 2 earned, with 3 hits, 6 strikeouts, 2 walks. 2 on the surface, fouled off, 2-2, comes back into play. Second time tonight. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
2 balls and 2 strikes.
The last 6 outings for Zachary Creeth has not given up a run. His last 9 outings given up only 1 run. 2-2 count here, the surface. Top of the 9th. Leadoff batter for the Pios. Ground ball to McHenry. Diving for over the first base. Throw off the bag, not in time. Fulmer's foot comes off. The leadoff man gets on base.
Designated hitter, JT Walden.
The leadoff man, Alex Surface, does his job, gets on base. And now the tying run at the plate, JT Walden. Surface with his second hit of the game. And now JT Walden 0 for 2 tonight. Walked in the 4th, facing off against Creeth. The lefty Walden, he takes ball 1. Against Creeth, 0 for 2 against him. Leadoff man has gotten on base 3 times tonight. The first 2, neither scored. 2-0. .8 strikeouts per 9 innings for Zachary Creeth this year, just 1.7 walks per 9. Only 8 walks the entire season. Has more saves than walks this year. 2-0 pitch. Walden takes strike 1. Surface with 17 stolen bases this season. Been on base twice. Didn't try to steal the other times. Will Coach Garcia try and be aggressive here? 2-1 pitch to Walden. And swings through the air, 2-2. Surface caught that base hit against a 2-strike count. Can Walden come through? Tying run at the plate here in the 9th. 3-2, fastball away. Full count we go. Checking in over at first base. Payoff pitch to Walden. Got him swinging. now Jake English. 0 for 1 against Zachary Creek this season. 0 for 2 tonight, had a sacrifice hit in the 4th. Alex Surface on first base after that infield single. 1 home run this season, 5 doubles. Slider drops in. Strike 1. Creek throws a first pitch strike 44% of the time. Feels like 80%. 0-1 the English. And fouls that one off. Just able to connect with that slider. Now down 0-2. Two count here to Jake English. Runner on first with 1 out. Spearfish 2 outs away from taking game 1. And slider low and away. That'll be ball 1. Teammates call him Chomps. He's smacking on the gum on the mound. Helps him calm down. He said he used to be too anxious on the mound. With the gum, helps him settle in. He's had a phenomenal season. 1-2, and ooh, just fouls that one off to stay alive. Redshirt freshman at Colorado School of Mines, civil engineering major. Only pitched 7 2/3 this past year, but this year 41 innings pitched, 2.41 ERA. 3rd lowest ERA in the league. 1-2 now the English. Ooh, doesn't chase the slider. Good take from English, 2-2. Creek's only given up 2 runs in an outing 3 times this year. One of those to the Pios. 2-2 count, runner on first, 1 down. Fastball at the hands, ball 3. Good at bat here from Jake English. Game 2 will be in Gearing, Nebraska tomorrow, and game 3 if necessary also there. Pios with home field advantage after winning that first half, a 23-8 record. 3-2 count to Jake English. Ball 4 and the tying run at first base. Go ahead, run at the plate.
Oh my lord.
Pios haven't had 2 base runners on in the same inning since the 4th. A walk and then a 1-out walk, or a single, excuse me, a leadoff single, and then a 1-out walk for Jake English. Tyler Davis now at the plate. He's 0 for 2 against Creek with a pair of strikeouts this season. First pitch drops in for strike 1. Davis 0 for 3 here tonight. Five hits for the Pios. All coming in the top half of their lineup. 0-2. Spots 4 through 9 have only had 2 base runners. Walden with a walk in the 4th, and English, who's on first, with a walk against Creek here. 0-2 count to Tyler Davis. Ground ball to 3rd. Bachman over the 2nd for 1. Then it's the 1st for the double play. Not in time. Davis able to beat it out. And that'll put runners on the corners with 2 outs.
Let's go, Squad.
And now Jonathan Ponder coming up. As here comes Coach Mona, infield with the Sasquatch coming to talk to Creeth. Runners on the corners here. First time the Pios have had a runner on third base since the 4th inning. Creeth going for save number 13 with Tyam. Dylan Wilhelm for most in the league. 13 is also a league record set by Wilhelm with the Mining City Tommyknockers. Ponder 0 for 3 of the night. Runners on the corners with a pair of outs. Top of the 9th. First pitch below the hands, ball 1. Ponder 0 for 6 against the Sasquatch this year, just his 2nd game against them. 51 strikeouts this season. 185 batting average coming into the night. 1-1. Creeth comes back with a strike. Leadoff single for Alex Surface. He's on 3rd. And Tyler Davis with a fielder's choice. Jake English out at 2nd after he walked. 1-1 the Ponder. What a pitch from Creeth. 1-2. The crowd here at Black Hills Energy Stadium rising to the feet. 1-2 count. Go ahead run at the plate, tying run at first. And Ponder calls time.
Stay loud. Keep them going. Keep them going. We need like a let's get loud. Like at basketball games.
1-2. Ponder rifles one, fouled on the left field line. To stay alive. What a high pressure situation for both Jonathan Ponder and Zachary Creeth. First playoff game between these two teams. Best of 3 series. Spearfish trying to head to Nebraska. The 1-0 lead. 1-2 from Creeth. And Ponder fouls that one off. That pitch at the inside of the barrel. Ponder. A pair of good swings fighting off Zachary Creeth here. Ponder's fouled off the last 2 balls in a 1-2 count. Creeth deals 1-2 up the middle, broken bat. McHenry over the first base, off the bag in time. The Sasquatch take game 1. Their first postseason game in franchise history, and it's a shutout. A 2-0 victory, and the Squatch 1 win away from the championship series. Zachary Creeth, his 13th save of the year, and with 4 pitchers in the lineup. Spearfish shuts out the Pios and take a 2-0 win. Game 2 tomorrow night. 6:35 first pitch in Gehring, Nebraska. Best of 3 series. The Pile is going to have to win 2 straight to advance. The Sasquatch, however, get on board first. A 2-0 victory. And we'll see you tomorrow night for Game 2. We'll have Coach Jared Mona up here in the booth for the GP Local post-game show. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with post-game coverage right here on the Sasquatch Network. Back here at Black Hills Energy Stadium, the GP Local postgame show. We got Coach Jared Mono. Coach, I don't even know where to begin. Congratulations on this win, a 2-0 victory over the Western Nebraska Pioneers. You had 4 pitchers in your lineup. Just what does this tell us about your guys on this team getting this victory here?
I mean, first and foremost, hats off to, I got to give a little credit to DJ Engel. These are his guys. At the end of the day, he built this team, and I was lucky enough to be the one that got asked to take it over. So hats off to DJ to finding a phenomenal group of young men, because the way these guys compete and just take on whatever situations arise throughout this whole summer has been incredible to watch, incredible to be a part of, and we saw a little bit more of that tonight. You hit it right on the head. Our bottom 5 guys are pitchers, guys that haven't taken ABs all summer. So to play a team as good as Western Nebraska is and have to scrap it together the way we did, it was a really rewarding win for our guys.
As you mentioned, coming in for Coach DJ Engel, who now working with the Minnesota Twins organization, only a few weeks before you got that call, and here you are taking game 1 in this postseason series. 44 wins in the regular season, 45 now. How have you been able to get so many wins out of your guys, even though this wasn't your team when you first got here to Spearfish?
I think it's just been it's really come down to them. We've had our demands, we've had our asks of them, but at the end of the day, it's all about the guys. We're really just sideline guys that are lucky enough to get to watch these phenomenal players play the game at the level they're capable of playing. So it's really all about the mentality these guys have brought from day one and just really laying it on the line every single night.
You had a couple guys playing in the infield and outfield that haven't really played there before. You had Ty at first base, you had Zach Creeth out in left field, you had Van Dorn in right, Stilty all over the place. Just did you have any heart attacks out there watching the fly balls or ground balls?
Yeah, man, I'm not going to lie to you. It wasn't the most comfortable session of sitting down and writing a lineup of the summer that so far. But, again, these guys just showed up. They competed. They found a way to make some plays. Shoot, even the one we lost in the dark, Z comes up and makes a phenomenal throw to third base to nab a guy and really change the complexion of a whole inning. So, again, just hats off to the way these guys have competed from day one.
First playoff berth for the Sasquatch, 1 win, 3 to go. Coach, congratulations on the victory. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Thanks, Cam.
Thanks for watching the GP Local post-game show. 6:35, first pitch, Game 2, the Sasquatch and the Western Nebraska Pioneers.